Knitting and purling in cast-on. There are several different cast-ons that lend themselves to knitting and purling, or ribbing of any sort. I happen to like the Estonian or the I was going to say forward and reverse, but it's not forward and reverse. Open and close cast-on, which is a long tail cast-on. But if you know you're going to be doing ribbing, you can do a knit stitch. Oops. Pull it out. Gently pull it out. Put the needles parallel. Put the stitch on. Now we've got one knit stitch done. You can then bring the yarn forward. Do a purl cast on. Bring the yarn forward, do a purl cast on. This yarn is a bit worn and splitty. Then after you've done that, bring the yarn to the back. Continuing along the way, do a knit cast on, do a knit cast on. Bring the yarn forward, do a purl cast on, position the needle again, do a purl cast on, position the needle again, bring the yarn to the back, do a knit cast on, do a knit cast on. Bring the yarn to the front. Oops, bring the yarn to the front. Do a purl cast on. Bring the yarn needle in from the back to the front. Wrap the yarn round. Do a purl cast on. Bring the yarn down and to the back. Do a knit cast on. Do a knit cast on. By doing this, what you're doing is from your very first row, you are alternating. Now it looks lumpy here at the very beginning, but as soon as you start doing your knits and purls, you'll find that you have a cast on that has 2 knits, 2 purls, 2 knits, 2 purls, and has alternate knits and purls right from the very first row of a cast on. So doing a purl cast on is not something you'd normally do. You might want to. For certain reversible things, start with a purl cast on. But most of the time, if you're going to start with a knit cast on, you just do that. You start with a knit. But starting with a purl cast on allows you to do knits and purls, knits and purls, knits and purls, and have your cast on row right from the very beginning done in ribbing. You obviously could do 1 by 1 or 2 by 2, as I showed in this example, or 3 by 3 or 4 by 1 or 2 by 1, or any combination of ribbing that you'd want can be cast on with a knit cast on.